Can't wait to sick my minions on them.
Can't wait to be all of those guys.
Yeah.
Can't wait to be those guys that that get subjected to the player characters.
Oh no.
There we go. Just have to organize a few things over here. Do. Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready, motherfuckers.
I am not ready, but the day will begin anyway, so I'm good.
Tony O'Donovan was born ready.
Yeah.
Good,
Turn off
good.
my goofy music and just get back into the mindset. Let's go. Alright.
Welcome back to your apartment. It's been a long day for you. You arrested a clown yesterday and had a strange encounter at the hospital, Conrad, where your coworker, a fellow psychic and teleporter, disappeared out of nowhere. When you tried calling him back, well, he made a panicked plea to you to call for the NCPD. You elected to leave before they arrived on scene, in the face of the rising sun and the sweat rush. But now, you arrive home, relatively healthy, a little sweaty, but unharmed.
I take first
The
shower.
The emergency shutters have closed across all of these windows, leaving you with just artificial light here.
I'll head to my room and, just put the stun baton wherever I leave it. Actually, no. I probably keep the stun baton by my bedside in case I need to smack something.
Meanwhile, Rose is taking a long indulgence shower, probably using up all the hot water, so sorry.
Steam emanates from the bathroom door.
Rose, you're gonna jack up our water bill again.
And who's paying it again?
Mostly Morgan.
Hey, Tony contributes to the water bill. Tony likes his water. Tony gotta get his sip on.
From my room.
Rose continues. She does not alter her fate.
All right, Morgan. As you get ready yourself for bed, you notice there's a message waiting on your nightstand phone stand. Nightstand phone stand. Yes, there's a message waiting for you.
All right. What is it?
You have one new message. To view unheard messages, press 1-1.
1-1.
Boop, boop. First unheard message. Hey, if this is a Morgan, I got your information from Blackhand. Look, I'm a Ripper Doc. I'm in Dunn's Deals. I thought I recognized you from the photo, but I thought I'd let you know that I've got some hardware here, and if you are interested, come swing by. He's put in some word for you.
All right.
Bip. To erase this message, press 7. To save it, press 9.
I'll press 9 because I'm probably gonna forget where he was.
Boop. Message will be saved for 1 week. Main menu.
Nice.
To review unheard messages, press 1.
I closed the phone. Put the phone back on the receiver.
All right. You can feel, as you press the phone back into its receiver, you feel the heat coming from your window.
Well,
The sun's hitting it pretty hard. Thankfully, though, the emergency shutters are there.
indeed.
It's getting late into the dawn. You're all feeling relatively tired for the night. Any last things you'd like to do, or are you turning in?
I'll take a quick cold shower, because let's face it, wearing clothes like mine is unbearable. Even if these are nomad clothes.
All right.
Rose will probably take a few, probably like an hour or so, just getting our stuff ready for the next day, as if it were another office day, kind of getting the makeup and everything organized when Conrad is finished for, whatever, picking out an outfit, just kind of like idling for an hour or so before then passing the fuck out.
And Conrad takes a quick cold shower, then he just does a quick check on his weapons, checks his... Well, actually goes to the computer real quick to check on the email.
Right. Conrad, you boot up your PC, and it's currently frozen on what appears to be your main menu screen.
Piece of shit.
What do you do?
Well, first I'll shake the mouse, see if it's actually frozen or it's just,
You shake the mouse. It appears to move, but it's jittery. It's jittery, it's as if the screen is moving at a frame a second.
Control on delete.
You wait there for
bring up the task manager.
You wait there for a while before the screen then goes black. Then your mouse turns into a circular waiting screen animation, and it hangs there for a good 2 minutes.
Okay.
What do you do?
At this point, I'm like, okay, I can't fix this. I just hit the power button to force a reboot.
Give me a physical effect save.
Oh yeah. Fucker.
Take 1 damage. That was very unnatural.
Guys, someone's been... Alright, which of y'all fuckers touched the computer?
She kind of hums for a moment and then just doesn't respond and goes back to it.
Rose, the thing, it just zapped me. If it's broken, you're paying for it.
I never said I was the one who touched it. Need I remind you?
You don't need to shoot this thing? You need me to put it out of its misery after all this time, finally? Is it the time come?
Not yet.
Loads of revolver.
Conrad, you note that the computer is now booting the BIOS again. It registers that it was turned off. It was turned off unexpectedly, and then its screen goes red.
I use audible sigh. Guys, the malware's back.
After a few moments, the screen flickers black a couple of times. The CRT monitor begins to spasm a bit, and then a message appears on the front. Conrad, Tony O'Donovan, you have been cordially invited to the Bloodlust Initiative.
Where's my invite?
Hey, what's that shit say? Tony don't
Been
like this.
cordially invited to the bloodlust issue now.
You
Tony
remember
bangs on the side of the monitor and says, "You're cordially invited to suck my nuts."
the computer does not respond.
That's what I thought. Get back on the couch.
Conrad, Tony, you remember this as the exact same message that
Yep.
you saw written in blood. Yep.
Well, fuck.
A few more moments pass, and the computer shuts off by itself.
I make sure the door is locked.
Click. Your deadbolt's on. The electronic lock is on.
And I suppose it's pretty difficult to get through the emergency shutters.
Quite.
Well, Tony, I guess we're sleeping with guns under our pillows today.
What are you talking about? I do that every night. Tony don't sleep well unless there's the comforting bulge of a semi-automatic pistol.
And well, with that unsettling revelation, I'm going to go to fuck sleep.
Well, yeah, I'm
Right.
basically out already.
Rose as well.
I guess I get my 1 HP back overnight.
You do. Recover your level in health.
Any system strain alterations?
We'll go over that in the
Minus one,
morning.
right?
We'll go over that in
Okay.
the relative morning.
Mm-hmm.
Conrad, give me a mental effect save.
Of course.
You're having what appears to be a lucid dream, Conrad. You're in an infinite grid-like space. Black backgrounds adorned with red grids in a 5x5 setting. It extends endlessly in front of you, atop and below. Then,
Oh god, I phased through the fourth wall.
and then, you see what appears to be a window in front of you. Not a physical one, but a technological one. An application window. It's titled
Interesting.
Eye of Providence. What do you do?
Does it have anything like anything else aside from like a title?
It seems that you can walk up to it. It's a black window with Eye of Providence in the center, and it exists in physical space within this dreamscape.
I guess I'll walk up to it then.
You feel the hum of a CRT screen as you approach. As you raise your hand to it, it begins to distort slightly. And when your hand gets close, it reveals two options, a check mark and an X.
Any details?
None. As you thumb over this, you hear an impossibly large metallic thing above you, as if it's careening by. Somewhere in the cosmos above you. You get the feeling you're being watched.
sort of look up.
Nothing. Just endless grid. Endless space.
Yeah, it's just like one of those fucking it's like an unloaded simulation. Use to train surgeons. I'll hesitate for a little longer, and then I'll hit the check mark.
You do, and your space is enveloped in green light. Conrad, you hear a voice inside your head.
Contemplate the face of God, reflecting my own soul, the atmosphere, God's divine creation.
And just like that, the world space pulses to life. Electrical cords jut into your arms, your legs, and underneath your chin. Gain 2 stress from this.
Well, fun.
You can feel as though something is being uploaded directly into your brain. Almost instinctively, you know the function of this. There is 1. Slave unit may request master unit to activate function 3, and slave unit receives function 2 output. Eye of Providence. You wake up in a cold sweat.
All right.
The room is dark. It's quiet. And you can hear the snores coming from Tony's room. Well, Tony's living room.
Sort of reach over to my nightstand where keep my mask and I just sort of stare at it for a bit.
For a second, you see the grid in its reflection.
Look at my own hand. Actually, I'll look at. You said it jammed to my arms, right?
Underneath your chin. Like it looked like little Ethernet cords that just kind of plugged into your arms, your legs, and directly underneath your chin.
So I'll actually look. I suppose my phone, my combat has a light on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a flip phone.
Turn the flashlight
it's a flip
up.
phone, basically.
I'll turn the light, use the light, and look at my arms.
You turn on the light, take a look at your arms. It appears as though there is nothing there. You take a look over on your legs, same story. Something's bugging you about your chin, though.
Yeah, does the phone have a selfie function?
It indeed does.
I'll lift my chin up and then take a picture using the selfie and then look at the picture.
You take a look at it in the dark. In all of its grainy, brightly lit detail, you see what looks like a bite mark on the very underside of your chin. It's red, and it's recent, and it's itchy.
Put the mask on, see if we have anything for,
Conrad, roll perception when you walk into this bathroom.
Okay, perception.
Okay.
I guess you mean notice.
Yeah, I guess wisdom notice. Yeah. That's all you hear.
Gonna slip back, grab the stun baton. I guess we have do we have a medicine cabinet in here?
You do. It's behind the mirror. You have a couple of over-the-counter painkillers, allergy medications.
Anything for bug bites?
That's more in the kitchen.
I'll turn around, close the bathroom. Do be very careful and not trying to wake Tony up as I get something for a throw on the bite.
All right, Conrad. Roll. You know what? No. How heavy a sleeper is Tony? Answered my question. You take a look in the medicine cabinet out here. There is bug bite cream. It's meant to soothe the rash.
Put some of that under my chin then. I'll just take my mask off, which just makes me thankful that Tony's asleep.
You begin applying it diligently with the assistance of your cell phone light and the mirror in the bathroom. As you do, you note the stillness in the apartment. Usually the AC runs at full blast right around now, but not this time. Either it's really cold outside, or the AC's off, and you don't know which one it is.
Oh my.
Tony, your phone is ringing.
It's Tony. What's up?
Hey, hello. This is Thompson. Look, I didn't want to call you at the dead of night, in the middle of the morning like this, but I think you got to come see this.
Oh shit!
Look,
One of these days I'm gonna have to get Esmeralda's aircon fixed.
Bring a crew.
Okay, boss.
Okay, and get here quickly.
In this weather, wouldn't have it any other way.
Boop. You take a look at the time right as soon as you hang up the call. It's about 2 p.m. in the middle of the morning.
It's the early afternoon. Fuck my life. All right, I go to the kitchen. I get like a pair of pans out and start banging them together as I walk through the house.
Conrad
in a hand, ready to fire on whatever the first thing is she can find.
Hey,
Conrad jumps
hey, Rosa, you got bed hair.
Yeah.
She
And then he
oh, Conrad.
he hastily puts his mask on, what? Huh?
What is happening?
We got a job to do. There's been a development. Boss says we got to come see. You ready for? Don't worry, I'll drive fast enough that we'll get a breeze with the windows down. Although you might want to get some ice out of the freezer before we go. Just maybe wrap it in some towels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, everybody
Conrad.
line up at the freezer.
Conrad grabs his closes the door, gets to his clothes, grabs his pistol.
Right. You open up the freezer. Its comforting, cool air brushes over the lot of you as you grab a bag of ice.
I put together that the sound I heard earlier this day was actually probably the sound of the air conditioning getting cut off.
You don't hear the fans.
I guess we'll have to scream at our landlord a bit.
Oh boy.
Rose takes a quick little 5 to 10 minutes just hurrying up. You hear like a whirlwind, like Tasmania, or like the fucking Tasmania devil just in here before she comes out prim and proper.
Right. So, Rose, as you activate the sink, you would notice that there's something blocking the drain in the sink. Yet another thing you have to fix.
Oh hell no. She immediately starts climbing like under, like the sink, like there's like the little doors underneath, and she starts like worming with the pipes and stuff, trying to just like punch something to unclog it.
As you do, there's a violent rattle. The entire pipe shakes underneath, and then the sound of rushing water as the contents of the sink are abruptly let loose.
Oh, good, water. It is water, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Neat.
Does Rose just flood our apartment?
I mean,
You get in
if,
there.
if she gets her hair done, she doesn't care. Does she finish her beauty routine?
Yes.
Okay.
Without a hitch.
And she does try and turn off the water afterwards. Does it turn off?
Speak. Off.
Good. All right, let's go.
Right.
Okay. Before you
Computer's
set out,
fucky, your air conditioning's fucky.
before you set out, I'm gonna go in order here. Alistair, what's Rose bringing in terms of apparel?
She has her secure clothing in the fashion of some very fashionable clothing. She has her vibroblade and a medium, probably her rifle. If this is kind of shown to be very, what do you call it? If Tony kind of expressed it to be as dire as it is, she would have brought the whole kit. So vibroblade, rifle, that's it.
Okay. Ooh,
And
that's a phone call on my end. I will be back.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean your ringtone's not Barbie Girl by Aqua?
Burp, 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 burp.
Sorry, for a second, did it do?
All good.
Is Star still not back?
Nope.
Mhm.
You got a phone call.
Just grabbing my own food real quick, so apologies if I'm not back by the time he is.
So I'm busy doing some AI gens of Rose on the side here.
Whoa.
I have a few. Yeah, that's one of my faves. Drums.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so where we last left off. Viral. In terms of apparel and weaponry, what are you bringing with you?
You maybe still be muted.
Viral.
Yeah. Well, after that dream, Conrad's feeling a little freaked out, so I'm bringing the secure clothing, the mono knife, the pistol, the semi-auto pistol, and the stun baton.
Gotcha.
And, of course, the mask.
Armed to the teeth. Ready for anything.
Yes.
Morgan.
Actually, I should have some medkits as well. So I'll bring my medkits as well.
Right on.
I assume that's sort of like counted for.
Yeah. How about you, Morgan?
I will go with my usual secure clothing, which is good old jeans and tank top, and then I'm taking my baseball bat. I've decided
Alrighty.
that is my weapon. And then
Way to go, Slugger.
I think, yeah, I'll take the revolver too. I don't know if I want to bring a shotgun with me.
Okay. And Tony.
And then my other
well.
usual travel stuff.
Gotcha.
I'm on the job. I'm bringing it all.
All right. Okay. You load off into Esmeralda. Tony.
Oh no.
Scale of 1 to 10, how fast you driving?
Hey, well, everybody's all in bed, and I'm on the job. Who's gonna pull me over? The police? Let's fucking go.
All right.
Perfect.
You zoom past a cop car.
Oh.
Woo, woo. Do you pull over?
How far are we from the destination, which is presumably the station?
Quite far. You've only just left. You are currently right around here. Let's see. You're currently right around here. You're at the threshold between Watson Residential, which is where you live, and the Central Business District. You still got more than a few blocks to go.
Fucking... How badass of a driver do I feel like? How protracted of a chase is this going to be if I just continue at my current speed?
It is one guy. However,
God damn, when do I get a police radio? Oh wait, I got a compact. Can I get? Hey, you was in the back. Can you get the number of that vehicle? I can call it in and tell him to fuck off.
Oh my god.
Did
Jose
you?
will quickly call out the.
I call my boss.
Morgan will read out the numbers while Rose has or yeah, one of the two. Never mind.
Jose will read out the numbers. Morgan will kind of be the middleman, just make sure everything goes awry.
All right. Fucking Rose, no roll needed. You got the numbers. You got the numbers exactly. Tony, it's
Yeah.
it's your fucking rival.
Of course it is. How could it possibly be anybody else? Of
Officer Keegan.
course
And
it's
he's
Keegan.
Hot on the trail.
Yeah. Well, he can kiss my ass.
All right, you
I'm
both.
we
so
doing?
surprised you managed to. I'm so surprised you managed to survive that encounter with the maelstrom.
You know how we did that? Because I'm awesome at driving. Anyway, I'm gonna use the phone and drive at the same time here. Hey, boss.
You've reached Lieutenant Thompson. I'm currently busy at the moment, but leave a message.
Oh, hey, boss. For the record, Keegan is trying to impede me in the line of duty right now. Yeah. Anyway, call me back. Boop.
All right. As you hang up, you notice a red light directly in front of you and a taco truck about to T-bone you. Make
Ooh,
a-
tacos. Pull over.
Make a pilot check.
Let's fucking go. What kind of pilot check?
Dexterity. You're going at
Dexterity.
speed.
Okay. It's a sec.
All right, you elect to hit the brakes. At this time of day, it's really easy for the taco truck to see you speeding by. He also hits the brakes. You both kind of like stop almost in the intersection for a bit, and then he honks at you.
And I get out and say, "Hey, you still sell tacos?"
Tool credit.
Tony, please, it's hot.
Tool credit.
Yeah, hot tacos. It's gonna be great. Anyway, yeah. So let's see. We got 1, 2. You guys all want tacos?
I'm good.
You know what? Why not?
As you make
I'm
this
hungry.
discussion, Officer Keegan's
And
car
one for my
begins to slow down in front of you.
Okay, and one for Keegan as well. Anyway, what about you? One of you hasn't volunteered whether or not you want tacos.
I prefer more healthier options, thank you.
Well, that's more healthy than a taco. Yeah, you,
Yeah.
Morgan. You want a taco? No.
Yeah.
What was the other one? The one in the mask.
Conrad.
Conrad, you want a taco?
If it wasn't
Conrad.
middle of the day, maybe.
Okay, fine. So that's 3 tacos, 6 credits.
Alright.
You're in the middle of the road, and you want to like pull over so I can give you a ticket.
I walk over, hand him a taco, say, "Take it up with Keegan. I'm on the job," and then walk off.
Ah,
Did you give the taco to?
I gave a
wait
taco to Keegan.
minute. Wait a minute. Hey, I recognize you. Here,
Sorry, no. When I said
pull over.
sorry, I said Keegan. I meant fuck my boss. Remind me what his name is. Help me out here.
Opposite
Lieutenant Thompson.
Lieutenant. Take it up with Thompson. Hey Keegan, here's a taco. Take it up with Thompson. I'm on the job.
Ah, that's what they all say. Come on, you know the procedure. We got to do our paperwork. Come on, you help a fellow brother out. Brother and non-crime, anti-crime. Brother and cops.
Yeah, drop it off at the
Fellow
office.
cops.
Drop it off at. Stop using the fucking radio. I'm right in front of you.
No. Over.
Well, it seems we are at an impasse. Yeah, Keegan, why don't you meet me at where I'm going, huh? And you can put the lights on so we don't cause any more issues for anybody.
All right. You've convinced me, but look, just fair warning. We've got some outside help around the hospital, so you may wanna slow down when you're there. It's Alpha Squad. You know, those fucking assholes. Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, Precinct 1. Yeah, slow down around them.
Stuck-up
They,
bastards.
yeah, very trigger happy. Anywho, I'm gonna go write some more tickets later.
Yeah, see you later, Keegs.
He turns off his sirens and then does a U-turn in the middle of the road.
Enjoy the taco, you son of a bitch. Let's go, guys.
Beep beep. Why the hell was Keegan stationed right outside our apartment? Do we know?
Because he loves
That's
me.
kinda
Listen,
sus.
I don't like to talk about it, but he's clearly in love with me. Just keep it on the down low, all right? Anyway, let's boogie.
Tony. You have something you want to share?
No, he says something he doesn't want to share, and it's really fucking awkward. Now let's go.
Hey, I don't judge.
Yeah, me neither. I just wish he'd come clean about it so we could get it out of the fucking way. Anyway.
All right. You make the rest of your journey unimpeded to the central business district. You are currently at this intersection. We'll move your tokens there. And you see a lot of armored police cars. They're setting
Oh boy,
up
I
a
sure
perimeter.
hope they're having a good day.
They're making a perimeter around the central hospital. All of the intersections are being closed off by regular ground cars, as well as armored cars that look like they were borrowed from the C-SWAT division. You pull to the
Okay,
you pull to the intersection, and you see one of the cops kind of like wave you down, tell you to pull to one side.
All right, so we're going to Lizzie's. Is that what's happening? Or we're going to the hospital. We're going to the hospital, aren't we? I assume that.
It seems as though that they meant that your boss meant at the precinct, but
All right, yeah.
in order to get there, your usual route takes you to the employee entrance, and this is where it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta kind of cut through here, I guess.
So, do you pull to one side?
So I'm being directed to.
Yes, there's a police officer in the middle of. There's an officer in the middle of the road, mask up in what appears to be like some sort of like combination between a vac suit and an armored, like an armored oversuit, kind of like gesturing you to pull to one side.
Okay, fine. Let's see what this asshole has to say. Hey, what can I do for you, officer? Fellow officer.
Hey, I asked the questions, not you. Now, do you have any idea why I put you to the side?
Oh, it must be because of my beautiful face. And the fact that I'm also an NCPD officer.
That's what they all say. You know,
I pull out my identification.
Hey, where are you reaching? Hey, sir. He reaches for his gun.
Oh, God.
Sir, put your hands where I can see them.
All right. I lace my fingers and in front of me and rest my chin on them, leaning my elbows on the open window. All right, sunshine. We'll do this at your own pace. It's not like we're getting any younger, though.
Unlock your door. Get out of the car. Sir, step out of the vehicle now.
Okay. Open it up. I've forgotten the name of my boss again.
Thompson.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
This is
Lieutenant
Alpha.
Thompson's not going to let me hear the end of this.
Lieutenant, this is Alpha 7. We got a suspicious vehicle pulled on this side. Visual ID.
Hey, Esmeralda is a perfectly reasonable vehicle. I don't know what you got against her.
Shut
Pat the
up.
bonnet gently.
Shut up. He hits you in the back of the head.
Ah, damn.
Alpha 7, we
How
got
did that-
we got trouble. Send backup.
You're on backup for me. Oh, my service weapon. You seen that? You recognize it?
4 tangos, one of them's armed.
Rose just sits nonchalantly in the back of the car. She's just like on her phone. Like
She's playing fucking Tetris.
fucking Tetris, Flappy Bird, whatever can just while away the time.
As you do this, Morgan, Rose, you notice 2 other officers wielding combat rifles approaching the vehicle. They're kind of like they're making a speed walk to the location right now as Tony's face first on the asphalt.
Oh, I have my face first on the asphalt now. God damn.
Yeah.
Rose would know kind of. I could expect her to probably have gotten a few details out of here so far, right? Maybe like an officer ID number of Thompson. Would you say her observant nature, when she was kind of like in the office with Thompson some time ago, could give her a little bit of an edge into identifying him, right? And kind of talking to this officer about him, kind of calling out the fact that she does know him.
Well, in the short time that you've known Thompson, you know that he's part of Precinct 3. These officers, true to what Keegan was telling you, are Precinct 1. They're closer to the combat zone. It seems as though while Precinct 3 appears to be more of a beat cop station, it seems Precinct 1 are more warriors. They do a lot more shooting than they do investigating. And their responses here seem to make sense. Additionally, because they're here on backup, that means that wherever they're taking leadership, they're not taking it from Thompson. They're taking it from someone else. All of a sudden, the clouds clear above you, what little cover you had, and the sun beats down on the lot of you in the open car. Everyone take 1 stress from the heat. Tony, take 2 as your face is being pressed into the asphalt.
2 you said, or just 1?
1 for everyone except Tony. Tony is 2 because he's outside.
Rip dreams.
It's unfortunate.
Morgan, you see the 2 other officers outside kind of like put their fingers up to their ears as if they're receiving orders. And then they bang on the window and say, "Ma'am, step out of the car now. We're here to search your vehicle."
I'll oblige. I'll step out, yep.
Okay. When you step out, what is your demeanor right now? Like, how do you go about obeying the officer's commands?
I will follow them, but I will also stand firm if they try and rough me up. Cause I don't want to get roughed up, but I will some listening. But
Gotcha.
I'm compliant.
Hands behind your head, knees on the ground.
All right.
You too, gas mask.
I would silently open the door, put my hands up, and do as they say.
Okay.
The same for Rose, I assume?
Yes.
She will be quite friendly, actually. Strange to her normal appearance, and if the situation can call for it, even a little bit flirty.
All right. Give me a charisma connect check.
Oh, hells.
Your advances are met with your advances are met with like a very firm placing in handcuffs.
Say it.
She just looks at the handcuffs and is like, "Oh, these are new fashion accessory. How the times change."
They go on about the same time that those handcuffs go on about the same time as Tony's goes on. The officers search the two of you. The officer that was going after you, Tony, kind of like pulls out your badge, takes a look at it, and says to you, "Please verify your name, sir."
Tony O'Donovan. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, what precinct?
Which precinct?
Precinct 1. 3.
This is precinct 3? Is it precinct 3? Come on, I'm not Tony.
Very funny. Okay, now, last 4 digits on your badge number. Go.
1077.
All right. He flips the badge open and says, "Okay, we're coming to this. You and I are coming to the station. We're going to verify this."
Oh, good. We're heading there ourselves anyway. All sorts of police officers coming by today to help us on our way.
2 more officers come by to check out the car. One of them gets inside Esmeralda and starts driving her into the hospital parking lot.
Oh, and valet service as well. My lucky day. Hey, don't take the pennies in the cup holder, huh?
Why? Why's that? Got something to
Pay
hide?
for the fucking tacos. Hey, there's also half a taco in the other cup holder. You can have that if you want. The taco is mid at best. I'm gonna be real. They don't have the best ones by this time of day.
That work on other Precinct 3 members?
Well, bribery with a half-eaten taco?
Jesus, you guys are amateurs.
You don't think much of it. We're gonna get bribed with one of those. That's not even a half-decent taco.
It was not as good as I was hoping it would be.
Lord, no wonder you need backup.
Yeah, well... No, let me tell you, after a few of those tacos, you'd be pretty backed up, let me tell you.
Not as backed up as traffic's gonna be as soon as we're done over here. We're setting up a perimeter for tomorrow. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Seeing as drone ID verified your presence there.
Oh, that shit? Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do I actually remember about this? It's been a few weeks.
So, basically, you remember, as you were making your way back to the Sweat Rush, you blended into the crowd of protesters that were making their way out of the health district, walking this way towards the station. You blended in with them, and it appears that they were using drones to capture the facial features of the people there. These guys are on some real spy shit. Mm-hmm.
Don't know much about it. We just made sure we weren't. They didn't have us tagged as, members of the constabulary. Don't think they would have been too amenable to us passing through. Otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Keep moving. He pushes you forward as you walk towards the employee entrance of the Precinct 3.
Hey, what's your name, by the way?
Doesn't matter. Keep moving.
Oh, don't be so down on yourself.
This continues for some time.
That's my phrase.
Hours pass.
Go ahead and drag your tokens. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Fuck, reveal, please. Reveal! here.
Do I got tokens there?
Just got to do some more work here. Bear with me.
Wow. There we go. I have buried with you. That was a
Hey.
very good bear grill, I'll be honest.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. The 4 officers get you up to the secure lobby up at the front. Go ahead and move your tokens as you see fit. This appears to be the
Shade.
This appears to be the only section of the entire building that isn't covered by these secure shutters. There are glass doors directly in front of you, and they're unlocked.
No wonder these boys have rods up their asses. If I was standing out here in full combat gear at middle of the day, I'd be pretty touchy myself. Anyway, let's not keep the lieutenant waiting, huh?
No. Let's,
Yes.
We still in cuffs.
You and Rose are. Morgan and Conrad are currently free.
Excuse me, I can't really reach the door handles in these bangles you got on me. Why are these on me? You've identified me as an officer, by the way.
Use your teeth, smartass.
Yeah, don't
I'll
worry. I'm
open the
really
door
good at
for
using my head.
Conrad. For
Oh my
Tony.
Aw, you helped him. I wanted to see this happen.
I hold the door open. After you.
See, I got friends. The power of friendship overcomes all. Remember that.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, man. Jose, I didn't know you felt that way about me.
I'm surprised you think I feel.
Oh, that's deep. Anyway, let's go.
All right. First steps first. We gotta put you through processing. Do you have any weapons on you?
Oh, boy.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I have
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Have fun.
Oh, hey, Zach.
I-
Yeah,
Bye.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was DARKSYNTH, and I was just like, okay, I guess I'll just eavesdrop.
Oh, well, if you do want to watch the stream after, it's currently running. See,
Well, if your boys didn't already get my stun bed and semi-auto, well, then they're on me.
all right. Anything you declare will be put through security checkpoint over here.
I'll put
Here I work here.
I'll put the full kit down. I'll put the stun baton, the pistol, the knife. I only took one pistol.
Lord, how many weapons do you need on these streets?
When there's a murderer on the loose.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And I work at the hospital. I kind of need those with all the protests going along.
Ah, yes. The officers just kind of chuckle at you and then push you towards the security gate.
Yeah,
Rose does
having a
make
piece on you
mention-
is the best thing you can do for your health these days.
Rose does make mention that she has 2 weapons on her person at this moment.
Oh, she does say?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she does not want to go through like a fucking metal detector and then go.
I mean, she'll do it anyways because she's made of metal.
Not 2. Do they try and like remove her weapons from her?
Yes. They're basically keeping them at this checkpoint so that no weaponry goes past this gate.
she can't really do much to aid them, but she just holds her hand up to make sure that she doesn't pose as a threat.
Okay. Your weapons are gone.
Yeah, I'll
Tony.
put my revolver and baseball bat.
Tony, one of the NCPD officers kind of like takes your... You have a pistol on you, eh?
Yeah.
Right. He kind of takes it in his hand, kind of like waves it through and says, well, Thompson recognizes you. You can have this back. Everything else, though, stays with my boy over there.
What? Not even the stun baton?
Roll charisma persuade. Or, charisma talk.
Oh, God.
He says, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with that? You're just going to have a sparring match in the middle of the precinct or what? No, you don't need this.
Oh, right. You're going to hang on to it for me until I'm on my way out. That's real neighborly of you.
Mm-hmm.
No sweat.
So once we get up to the checkpoint, I'll hand over the stun baton, then pull out the knife, and pull out the pistol, and start handing them all off to the officer manning the checkpoint.
All right. The officers do like a...
Mask-ping the metal detector.
Right. The
I'll
NCPD...
tell them that ahead of time.
The NCPD kind of like look at the mask, look at each other, then just wave a metal detector up and down you. They don't detect any metal anywhere else, so you're waved through.
Rose steps through and just makes note, I am android. Yo.
All right, ma'am, come with me.
Alright.
You go through the metal detector on this side, pinging on the way. And then the officer pulls out what appears to be a walkie-talkie, presses it to your forehead, and then presses a button.
Mm-hmm.
He waits there for a second. Then kind of like looks at around your hips.
If you'd like a better look, you need but only ask.
The NCPD officer just kind of like squints his eyes towards you. And then
Don't
says,
look at me, but...
that better not be a grenade in there.
No, she's just happy to see you.
Right.
I can assure you, no explosions will come from my waist. At least
Wow.
not destructive
Yeah, you're
ones.
sure about... Yeah, I'm sure about
Oh.
that. All right, get over there. You too, Mr.
Let's
Officer.
see. I got various knickknacks, including but not limited to a compad, a pair of binoculars. Let's see what else we got here. Glow bug.
Hey, wait a minute. No. Yes, Officer O'Donovan.
Hey, boss.
You arrived, I see. With an escort, no less.
Yeah, Tony O'Donovan likes to travel in style. You look at my bangles.
Right. Is there any reason you've got him in cuffs as of right now? He showed you his badge, did he not? The NCPD officers nod, and then the one that took your stun baton kind of like tosses it to the ground at your feet. Tony?
I'm still in cuffs.
And the handcuffs, release them. He's one of my guys, and he's good. Reluctantly, he removes you from cuffs.
Hey. I flip the stun button in my hand and then holster it. Thanks, boys.
Now, come with me, Tony. We need to talk.
Right, you are, boss. You guys play nice, all right?
There's one person who hasn't made it through customs yet. It's Morgan.
Yep, that's me.
Morgan, you just got a baseball bat, right?
And the revolver.
And the revolver. Right. They take the revolver, kind of like look at the baseball bat, and then they just kind of amusedly tosses it back to you.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure was all mine. The officers then begin to collect among themselves and chat behind you. So, Mr. O'Donovan, Conrad, Rose, Morgan, I'd like you to meet Captain Stryker. He's the captain. He's the captain of Precinct 1. He'll be taking over the perimeter around the hospital. Conrad, you should be very happy to see this.
Yes, I am, considering what I saw last night.
Mm-hmm. He's a corporate war vet. He's a corporate war veteran. And he's seen a lot of conflict, so you shouldn't have too much trouble getting in and out of work.
No, not unless the body bags get in the way.
I doubt the ambulances will have a problem with that, Stryker says. He's kind of like hoisting... He's geared up to the nines right now. He's wearing a combat field uniform, pair of marksman shades, a hat, combat rifle, lots of tactical gear. This guy's kitted up. So, Mr. Thompson, you said this is one of your good guys, huh? Is he the one that you were telling me about? The guy who domed the musician? The very same. He Thompson then kind of like elbows you. Very apt to name nowadays. Look,
was bound to be at some point.
Like how you think. Now, look, I want you as point man for a little job I got coming up. So keep your phone on ringer.
Of course, always do.
Could always use
Isn't
someone.
that right?
Could always use someone outside the precinct. You could always show us. There's always stuff you could show us about how you boys operate around here.
Yeah, but a local flavor didn't do no harm.
Methinks there's a little bit too much local flavor around here. Thompson knows that, but that's my opinion. That's the opinion that's gotten me as far as I got over at Precinct 1. So
yeah, well, the flavor of the tacos could be improved, I'll tell you that. They really charged us 2 credits apiece for them. What do you think of that, Morgan? Yeah, she's stunned into silence.
Yep. That wasn't very good.
Yeah. Where I come from, you get them for free. You just knock on their window. Flash the badge, bang. Free food.
Ah, you see, I knew I was forgetting something.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I should collect my boys back. Set up the perimeter. You guys have fun having whatever discussions you're gonna have about that freak inside. Personally, if it were up to me, there'd be a round in the dome, but hey, it ain't up to me. You handle cyber psychos your own special way. All right, boys, move out. And then they leave.
There's gonna be a lot of dead protesters tomorrow.
That's what I'm worried about. But anyway, come. He motions you towards a secure door and fiddles with his keys.
Did they just take our weapons?
Yeah, it's strictly policy. They got it holed up in this office over there. It's temporary holding. It's not like we're gonna lock it in the armory by these doors. Anyway, come on through. We'll get you to the interrogation chambers.
All right, what can you tell us about our guy?
Not making a whole lot of sense. That's for sure. Acting very unusual.
All right, so do I know who this person is? Is this someone we've encountered previously?
Yes, it's the clown you arrested.
Oh, it's the clown. Oh god, it's the clown.
Oh no.
Now, when we originally took her in, we thought she was a cyber psycho. You know, thought she was ogged up to the nines, but
She's a cyber something.
she's something. Yes, that's much just for sure.
Think she's an android?
If she is, this ain't no android I ever seen in my life. Now look, he opens the door to this chamber over here, and on the inside are 2 security mirrors. Chamber 1 is currently empty. Chamber 3, Harley is on the ceiling tugging as hard as she can on the sprinkler system.
Oh no. Get her off of that, that'll break easy.
You hear from the inside. Hey, get down from there. This is Harley. She was a waitress at a restaurant called Pies and Thighs. She exhibited some really strange behaviors and tried to sell Crimson to... Actually successfully sold Crimson to the party. And now she's here because Tony arrested her.
Was I not a part of this campaign? I think I missed this.
I think...
Tony and... I think you must have been away, because it was me, Tony, and Conrad in that diner.
I don't remember anything in this, I'm so sorry.
Right, that's perfectly okay.
Mm.
Basically, you know all the important bits. It's a waitress at the Pies and Thighs who had had an idea of who the dancer that Morgan was looking for was.
Mhm.
So she clearly knows that, but she also has some insight into the Crimson trade, which Thompson appraises you of. He tells you that she's been really open with the fact that she's selling, but Thompson wants to know 2 details: where they're getting the Crimson from, and who's doing the selling.
Hmm.
And if you can get me those 2 pieces of information, I think we can crack where the murders are coming from.
Okay, so we need to where it's coming from and what was the other one? Who?
Who is doing the trading? Yes, 2 separate entities. I think she'll be more receptive to you, seeing as she recognizes you. She sees us as strangers.
Hmm.
You hear from the microphone on the other side, "Stranger danger!"
Oh, I see. She was very vehement about that.
He's giving me the same, I guess, influence as what's his name? Our Deadman.
Oh yeah, huh. Huh. Huh.
And it's just acting completely nuts and paranoid, yeah. Alright. Can't promise miracles. Our last encounter didn't exactly put us on the best of times, but I'll see what I can do.
I'll be watching.
I would like to take to join Tony O'Donovan if that's possible. Like, I'm getting bad vibes.
Yeah.
Right, I'll be
Could
watching.
use,
I'll be watching from the inside, taking a transcript on everything she says.
All right. So, you guys want to come in here with me?
I don't know at all.
Before I go in, I'll talk to Lieutenant Thomas and say, if you see dripping coming from that sprinkler, you've got an hour before that bursts and starts flooding the room.
He nods and says, we've done our due diligence on that front.
Good.
She's made quite a mess of the place.
Hey, Rose, you work with executives. You're used to dealing with unstable drug addicts. Come on in.
That's one way to phrase it.
Okay, stable-ish drug addicts. Anyway.
Right. You open the door. You notice Harley is currently standing almost upright on the ceiling, tugging on this sprinkler.
Hey, Harley, how you doing?
Oh, hello, Mr. Officer. Thank you for the bangles. You're so nice.
Yeah, they hooked me up with some of them outside as well. It's the darndest thing. And then they took them off me. Can you believe that?
Wait, what? They stole him from you?
Yeah, I feel...
The bastards.
I know. I'm so glad we are bonding over our shared suffering.
She removes her hands from the sprinkler system and then continues to stand upright on the ceiling.
That's a neat trick you got there, House.
What trick? I'm no magician.
I couldn't stand on the ceiling like that.
Oh, I could always do that. Ever since I came here.
Ever since you came here, like today, the precinct.
Precinct. Anyway, you're confusing me, darling.
To Night City.
You're confusing me, darling.
She then falls from the ceiling, lands like feet first onto the floor below, and then props herself on the chair.
I'm sorry. They wanted me to sit in that chair, the one that you're currently in. I don't know why, but I'm taking this one now.
Yeah, no. See, it's positioned facing the door, which makes it feel like it's your office, and you can see people coming in. It's really not ideal when you think about it, and the psychology behind it.
Yeah.
He blinks a couple of times and says,
Psychology. Anyway, how are you enjoying the Crimson, darling?
Oh yeah. Are you still selling?
Mm-hmm.
You got more on you?
Mm-mm. You bought the last one.
No. That's a damn shame. Because, I mean, I can't exactly just give you money and be like, yeah, give me the Crimson whenever you got it.
Man, you're right.
Real awkward.
Yeah, I should go get more. Hey, can I leave?
Yeah, I could give you a ride.
her eyes light up.
Conrad just sort of crosses his arms. He sort of just silently stares at this conversation.
Her neck then abruptly snaps 180 degrees at Conrad. If there was any proof that this must be an android, that's it. It snaps back and says, "So where were we talking again? And also, who's this?" She points to Rose.
Rose is completely silent, kind of just observing at this point. Not engaging much, leaving the floor to Tony.
Oh yeah, this is my good friend and associate Rose.
Oh, very nice to meet you.
She takes your hand from your side, violently shakes it. She's not even like shaking it. She's not even shaking it inside of a. She's not even shaking it in a handshake sort of manner. She just kind of took your hand as it was dangling at your side and just started violently shaking it side to side.
If you wish to make my good graces, I would ask you please sit down.
Don't worry about Rose. She ain't had enough coffee this morning.
I can fix
it interrupt her beauty sleep.
I can fix that. And then with almost unnatural strength, she tugs at your hand and spins you towards the chair.
She lands on the chair kind of distraught, right? Like not having registered what happened.
So anyway, welcome to Pies and Thighs. How can I help you? Do you want a pie?
Say you want the thigh.
Alas, I have been filled with tacos already. I'm not hungry.
Oh yeah, I didn't think you'd be here offering pies. So at this hour, so we stopped by the taco truck. Honestly, we made a mistake there. Tacos, middling at best.
Yes, no one likes the tacos. No one likes them.
Yeah, no, it was real bottom of the barrel stuff. That's what you expect at 2 p.m. though.
Do not go to the taco shack. Do not go to the taco shack.
But anyway,
Taco
I
Shack.
need to go get some more crimson. So if I could leave and come back, I promise I'll come back with more crimson. She like claps her hands together and then like expectantly looks towards you.
Yeah, I'd be happy to give you a ride there and get you an escort.
Cool. Let's go.
Oh, I'm assuming you'd be going back to Pies and Thighs though. Is that it?
No, you were just there. You were just there. You told me you were there.
Oh yeah, okay.
The Lizzie's bar.
Oh, so that's where you're going, of course. Makes total sense.
What do you mean that makes
Yeah,
sense?
but what if? Oh yeah, I see. Lizzie's they've been running into a bit of trouble. So if hypothetically we get there and there's no way in and the cops are all over the shop, then what do we do?
It won't be a problem.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean,
we can go. I gotta go. It's like, what time is it?
It's 2 p.m.
2 p.m. She like puts her hand to her temple, kind of like falls to the ground, sweats vehemently. Okay, I gotta get out of here.
Hey, calm down, horse.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Okay.
I gotta get back to the hospital.
Oh shit. You got someone in the hospital that you need to check in on?
Don't you have someone in the hospital you gotta check up on? That dancer. You were looking for a dancer. But I don't think she's looking for you.
Okay, to be clear, do I know what she's referring to?
Yeah. So the dancer that Morgan
I
is
assumed the
looking
dancer
for.
was dead.
Not necessarily. She's either dead or she's like the instigator for the kidnappings. One of the two, but you don't know which.
And our lead is in the hospital.
Wait. So yeah, we in theory want to talk to her as soon as possible. But she was she like in the intensive care?
No, she works there.
Oh, of course.
She does good work. Dance is very good.
Why have we not talked to her yet? What the fuck?
Maybe you're not entering the hospital right.
Oh yeah, you're a friend of hers? You must be. You know her first name basis.
She nods her head.
You might introducing me to her?
Yeah, just she like sidesteps to the door, begins tugging at it. Let me out.
Okay. So, yeah, tell you what, we'll take you to the hospital. We'll talk to your friend, and then we can go down to Lizzie's. How about that?
The words not entering the hospital the right way gives me flashbacks to my teleporter buddy going missing.
She begins to tug at the door again and says, "You didn't lock the door. Who locked the door?"
Oh, we got guys all over the place. Anyway, I'll square it with my boss and we'll get you out of here. Lickety split. How about that?
Are you sure we
You
won't
sit
be
tight.
followed?
Follow me? Nah, what are they gonna do? Call the cops? Anyway.
What do you do at this point?
Okay, let me just. My plan is to shimmy past her, go and go talk to Lieutenant Thompson, and then come back. And once we've squared this shit with him.
Okay. As you try to shimmy past her, she like almost grabs onto you and says, "We're going together."
I glance at Rose for help.
Well, hang on, you need to stay in here for a minute, Harley. We aren't going just yet. We have to wait for a minute.
I can't wait for a minute. It's 2 p.m.
Rose kind of just nonchalantly walks over to this corner, right? And kneels down into the corner and mentions something about, what's this taco I found here?
Harley like does like a snap take towards the corner, kind of like leaps towards you. This is like, "Don't touch that!
Goodbye.
Don't touch that!"
And click.
Rose kind of pretends that she is hiding this taco behind her body so that like Harley can't actually see what she's holding.
No, you can't do it.
Dances a moment around the corner while everybody leaves.
No, you can't do that. She like almost wrestles with you, trying to get that taco.
What items do I have on me that I could just accidentally fling out of my person? A purse, perhaps? I probably have a purse.
Clown took your wallet. Can't have shit in Night City.
Yeah, I just after they're all out, I just accidentally drop the taco, which wasn't a taco. It's actually just my purse.
All right. You do so.
These eyes of mine checked.
You do so as Tony enters the room with Lieutenant Thompson.
Fucking clowns, am I right? Anyway, so sounds like we got a solid link between the distribution center and the bar. You got that on record.
Yeah, sure do.
So what you think? You good for me to follow through on this?
Yeah. Just be careful. Just be careful. The Precinct 1, led by that guy that you just met, they're planning a raid at some time at that club. Against my wishes, but that's what they're doing. I can't exactly tell them no. If you're going to make a move on that, make it quick.
Okay, so you're saying, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get anything out of that. Oof. I gotta take one look at me and be like, hey, look, it's that cop from before.
But what if they don't take a look at you? What if you go in, get the records, get something that we can use to sting them? Or alternatively, since if what I'm getting at is correct, that dancer that they're looking for, they said that she went missing, correct?
Yeah.
What if she didn't go missing but went rogue?
Oh. I suddenly don't feel so hot about letting little Harles over there into the hospital room with it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll roll those dice and be on our guard.
Mm-hmm. Whatever this is, you need to handle it with care. Okay? We need to... Because I know that these murders are linked. You've seen what Crimson does to people. And you know how valuable it is. Shut the whole thing down,
Yes,
Tony.
indeed.
I believe in you.
Much obliged, boss. We'll see what I can do.
As you're having this conversation, Harley then takes a look at the purse, kind of looks back at you, Rose, and then says, "Wow, that was a really cool trick." And then smiles at you.
I feel perturbed, but one of many tricks.
And then her eyes begin to light up yellow. Want to see a better one?
Morgan.
Ooh. I step forward a little bit.
As you do, everyone is plunged into darkness.
An EMP.
Rose, you are suddenly covered in what feels like water. Make a physical effect save.
Oh,
Shit.
Seven health. She's bloody the room.
She's not. It's that thing.
All right, Rose, you are currently restrained. Everyone, roll initiative.
Whoa. I knew it. She's insane.
Okay.
She's the fucking thing that was seen after the murders by the vending machine.
That tracks. Your brain has several more levels of investigation than mine does. But that tracks.
I just take notes.
I don't. Even if I did, I don't know. I would have compared her to that.
Morgan,
Says our initiative is shit. Oh.
Morgan, it is pitch black in here. What do you do?
I remember she was on the other side of the table, so I'll take one step forwards and swing in her general direction with the baseball bat.
Okay. Make a melee attack with a -5 penalty.
Wow, rip my attack bonus, I guess.
Right.
AC
Your
13
bat
shock damage.
Your bat makes contact with the table in front of you.
Okay. Oh, even on a miss, I do an unmodified 1d4 damage plus any shock.
However, ooh, okay. In that case, it kind of rebounds and you hear something. You hear like a splash of water as it makes its follow through. Just like a.
I do 6 damage with the shock and the unmodified 1d4 because as my arm has been great.
Ooh. Okay. It's now the end of your turn. And Rose, you feel as though you're being lifted into the ceiling as of this moment. Both of you disappear.
Okay.
Tony.
So I step up to the door. What do I see through the window?
Pitch black darkness. The only thing that's illuminating this corridor over here is a skylight in the very center.
Oh, so the light. So it is like all the power's gone out.
All the power's gone out. Yep.
Do I have my glow bug on me?
You do.
Okay, I switch that on and raise it up to the window.
Click. Nothing.
Oh shit. I should be carrying around a fucking Faraday cage.
Do you open the door?
I look over at Conrad. I don't think I want to open this door.
Yeah, but they're in there.
Yeah,
You can hear me
exactly.
shouting, Rose, where are you?
I've got any...
Oddly quiet for a moment.
Damn, I wish I smoked. I don't have a lighter.
You go over your plans with Conrad. Conrad, do you do anything?
If I could would I say that since the need would be able to let me at least have remember to maybe say I retroactively asked for my stun baton back after we went through customs, I guess.
They would have let Tony keep his, but you're completely unarmed. However,
Okay.
you could go back if you wanted.
I'm gonna go get a weapon.
Okay, measure out your movement.
Yeah, let me remember to do that because that's what you're in combat time. 10 meters, 20 if I sprint, right?
Correct. If you're making that movement, stop here.
All right.
Conrad, it's at this point in the pitch black that you notice a figure standing in the hall.
The fuck?
It makes an approach towards you, and in this brief reflection, you see a fire axe in its hands.
Shit.
There are 2 sets of doors next to you. Both of them are open.
I'll go right.
Okay. You have 6 more meters of movement.
Tony, our second purpose here.
Shit. So, I am armed with my pistol and my baton, but presumably not my combat shotgun?
Nope. That is still in the office that processed your equipment.
Okay. So, pistol is still down. Where's the skylight?
The skylight is currently... Well, the skylight is here in the center of this hall. There's a similar one on this side. Whoops. Here. Here, and here.
Okay. So, if there's another one there, can I see them? Or have they just passed the light?
They've just passed the light. It's hard to make details out in the shadows like this.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna take cover here, draw my service weapon, and peer out at them, try to make out any details about them at all.
Okay. Give me a wisdom notice check.
Okay. Yes. Yes!
It looks like a skeletal robot.
Skeletal robot.
The thing is holding a fire axe, and it's got some very thick arms, legs, and torso. It appears to be hobbling forward as if it doesn't quite know how to gracefully move, and it's carrying some weight on those legs.
Okay, I kind of want to shoot this fucking thing.
All right. No. The only thing stopping you is your trigger finger.
I put my gun in it, I yell, freeze! And if it doesn't freeze, then it is going to be shot.
It does not freeze. It continues its approach.
I shoot it.
All right, roll the hit.
Okay. Semi-automatic pistol. Don't fail me now.
Bang.
Oh boy. Yep, that's about what I expected. Conrad. Conrad, it's a fucking robot. Anyway, I think that's my turn.
Right. At this, you see a light aura emit from it as soon as the shot connects. Let's go ahead and give it initiative.
2 initiatives?
Indeed.
What
Oh,
the
fuck.
Rose, you are currently being held into the ceiling as of right now.
In the same room, or does it feel like I'm being moved?
You're being moved, yeah. You feel as though the water that's currently surrounding you is the driving force for what's carrying you. As you make it to the very top of the ceiling, you note that there's a very metallic break noise. And then you're released. You fall into the chair. Take 1 damage.
Alright. Is there any sort of light that I can go off of? The yellow hue from Harley's eyes? Anything that I can use to try and identify?
As you fall, you notice the yellow light from Harley's eyes enter the ceiling and then disappear.
As loud as I can, I just shout, "She's in the ceiling. She's escaped."
Conrad, as you make your way into this conference room, you notice that at one point there was a lamp on this side of the room that was still on. It is now turned off. The thing approaches. Tony.
Okay. I have a gun. It's stun button, which has probably been hit by an EMP. Wait a minute, I have gunslinger. It's proud you can reload a ranged weapons on turn. Yeah. You don't want to miss with a shoot attack. Oh, even on a miss with a shoot attack, you do an unmodified 1d4 damage.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Okay, so roll
'Cause I have level 2
1d4 damage from the
gunslinger.
previous one.
Hell yeah! 2
Alright.
damage. I never miss.
And what do you do now?
And I shoot him again.
Do it.
Can I get a pachink?
Pachink.
Hey, that's exactly the damage I would have done otherwise. Sorry, what did you say there?
Damage
Damage
sustained.
sustained.
Conrad.
Hang on, did we skip me?
Did
I
we?
think we have. Yeah, I think we did.
I don't think we did because we're. Oh wait, yeah, we did. Hold on. Okay,
Conrad
yeah.
and
Morgan,
Tony have had their second turns. I haven't had
Go.
mine yet.
go, Morgan.
I will yelp in surprise when Rose suddenly drops in front of me, and then scoot my way along the wall back to the door and try and get it open.
All right, it's locked.
Gosh dang it, Tony. I'll try and break it open.
All right, give me a strength exert check.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, yeah, you kick that wooden door down.
Okay.
The figure continues to approach, and it enters the sunlight. At this point, Tony, you note a few further details in its form.
Is it pretty? Does it look friendly?
It's an ugly motherfucker.
Oh.
Hold up.
That was Zick.
Doo-doo-doo. That is what it looks like.
Oh boy. Oh god. I don't like that. Someone someone cover the skylight real quick. I don't want to look at this no more.
It then continues on its approach, making it here. And then its details obscure back into darkness.
Ah, thank god. Wait, no,
Rosé.
it's closer now.
Rosé.
You skipped my turn now.
Oh shit, what? Ah! Okay, this is awkward. Okay, what's going on with this turn order?
Then we return.
Okay,
Well,
Conrad, go.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Noom. And then I'll try to open the door.
Okay, it's unlocked. Past it, you see
Okay.
more fluorescent lights.
That are currently off,
Here,
probably.
here. Well, actually,
You need
here.
to clear this open.
Let me just go ahead
Yeah, clear.
and I'm gonna do a little something something. Okay. Anything that looks particularly dark, it's because it is.
Alright, you need to reveal this chunk here.
Okay.
No, it's very dark.
Alright, excellent. Alright, I guess I have... Unless opening that door counted as a...
No, it did
counted
not.
as an action. I'll move over here and try this door then.
Okay. That one is locked.
Actually, hold on. Okay, yeah. I took a sprint action then. Have 7 more meters of movement. So we'll get onto the light. See if there's anyone.
There's currently no one manning the booth. Though the lights are
Does
all
it look
on.
like it's like-
Lights are all on inside, and there's a glass door in front of you.
Alright, is that door unlocked?
It is too locked.
Alright, fuck it.
This appears to be a secure room. Rose. So that was Conrad.
Now it's
Now
Rosé's.
it's
Yeah,
Rosé.
now it's Rosé's turn.
Alright. Morgan broke open the door, right?
Yes. Light pulls in, and you can kind of see where you're at.
Rosé is immediately making a beeline for Thompson.
Right. Thompson is currently slumped over on the ground.
Shit. I do a quick little just investigation. Is the room... Does it have any other presence in here?
No.
I start to take Thompson with me. While I kind of just get myself ready to pick him up, but before that, I pull up my combat.
Okay.
Henchkeeper. How many henchmen? do
You
I
pull
have?
out your cell phone and you try to turn it on. It's off.
Shit. Alright. Then, with what little strength I do have, I try and sling Thompson over me, Deadman carry, and start to get ready to carry him out.
Okay. You can do that with an action.
Alright, he is on me then.
Morgan.
Okay. I will step out and go, oh, that doesn't look good.
There's a shadowy figure in the other end of the hall carrying a fire axe.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with that, so I'm going to run to the other bit of cover right here.
Yep.
And like, Tony, what is that?
It's a fucking robot.
Why does it have a fire axe?
I don't know, maybe it's come to access a question.
Oh.
Simple-minded.
Yeah. Yeah, you shut the fuck up. Everybody's a critic.
Then, as you argue between each other, you hear what appears to be a mass flushing noise coming from the wall opposite to you, Tony, deeper inside. You know this place like the back of your hand. That's the staff. That's the co-ed shower.
Oh, is that this room next to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck. Come on. There we go. Here, I'll reveal this as well as this.
Oh shit. I just realized something. This is she's the water sound we heard earlier, I think. Or something like her. Back at the apartment.
Developments. It is now the thing's turn again. It assesses its targets and goes for the one that shot at it.
Ow. Well, that's not good.
It struts its way up to you as you, make the last few shots of your pistol. That last shot, by the way, reduced your ammo down to 0. You have to reload now.
Good thing I'm a gunslinger.
And then, it hucks the axe.
Oh. I duck out of the way of that one, I think.
What's your AC?
My AC is 13, and since I'm on the job, I've got my armored undersuit on, which means it's street armor.
Right, so AC 13, which means you take 2 shock damage from that.
Ah.
The axe embeds itself in the concrete wall. This thing's got some power behind it.
Okay. Buddy, what exactly do you want? You just hate puns?
It forcefully retracts the axe, sending concrete dust in your direction.
Anyways. So I step into the bathroom.
Alright. Are you using an action to withdraw from combat here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It makes a swipe with your axe, but with its axe, but you manage to duck out of the way in time.
Okay, do I see anything in here?
It's dark. But there is sort of a warm orange glow that illuminates the room beyond.
Okay, so this is 5 meters. Do I see it where the glow is emanating from?
It's emanating from the shower room. The staff showers.
Is that through here?
Yes.
Okay. I can just make it here. It's 10 meters.
All right. You see this.
Oh, hey, Harley. I was just coming back to get you. What you doing? What's with the blackout?
You said we will leave.
Yeah, come on. I got the car waiting outside. What's with all this shit? You don't gotta flush yourself down the toilet.
Her eyes twitch sideways. Conrad.
Alright, sorry. I'll have to write them an apology letter. I'll try and kick the door. I guess I could try to break the glass door.
With an action that is trivial.
Alright.
You break down the glass door. Now what?
Boop. Boop. I guess we'll run in here and figure out where the things are stored.
So, you take a run inside and you kind of observe the office before you. There's a few tables scattered around here which have the lighter weapons. So anything that isn't carried in two hands, aka your knife, basically anything that can be carried with one hand is here. Two-handed stuff, though, they appear to have been taken somewhere else.
Alright, well, at the very least, that means I can grab my stun baton, my pistol, and my knife, as well as... they also took, also took... how much strength do I have? Yeah, I've got plenty of strength for some stowed stuff. Also take Morgan's revolver, and I guess Rosé's stuff is also one-handed. I'm just going to carry everyone's weaponry until I get there.
Okie
So that'd
dokie.
be...
We'll denote that with
what
this.
was... Yeah.
You were saying, Conrad?
What was she carrying?
Who, Rosé?
Like, yeah.
Katana and a rifle.
Okay. So
So the katana's here.
your stuff actually probably okay. The katana's here, but that's about it. So that is, I guess, 4 extra it's 3 extra encumbrance.
Alright. It's the thing's turn.
This is a waste of my resources.
He looks to you, Morgan, briefly, before
Oh,
making his way down here. Rosé, you hear some heavy footsteps approaching.
Oh, 7 hells.
yeah. Where does it look like it's going?
It looks like it's making a beeline to where Rosé is.
He's coming after Lieutenant. It's my turn now, right?
Mm-hmm. Your turn. What do you do?
I'm currently unarmed. Does Thompson have anything on him?
Thompson has a service weapon underneath his overcoat. It's concealed.
Can I grab it?
With an action, you can.
Thompson, I'm so sorry. First of all. Secondly, I'm gonna dive using Thompson as kind of like a meat shield through this window here.
Right. Crash!
Alright. Is that my action, I assume?
Yep, that is now your action. Though you
Can I
can
still
still
move?
move. Yes.
Okay. I take it. Hopefully, I got the timing just right that I did this as he was checking that door.
He's currently making his way there, but, like, yeah, on his next turn, he's opening that door.
Okay, good. I would like to basically just move here, and I can't really in action because I already spent mine, but basically start booking it the second he opens that door.
Okie dokie. Alright. Morgan.
Against my better judgment, I'm gonna rush up to it and start whacking it with the baseball bat
Okay.
to try and give Rosé some time.
Roll to attack.
Yes. Can I roll goodly? Maybe.
Shock damage. Is there anything that you have that makes it guaranteed shock damage?
No, I need another set of focus for that.
It bats away your baseball bat with its offhand. Kind of eyes you
Okay,
for a
so-
bit in the peering at you in the darkness with its red eyes.
So that would count as a miss then?
Yes.
I still get 1d4!
Fuck.
It kind of like flexes its wrist for a moment and says,
Yes.
Exactly. My baseball bat counts as a tech level 4 weapon because of my armsman focus.
Harley attempts to make a bum rush through you, Tony.
Hey, whoa. She can't just do that, can she?
She is currently made out of a glowing amorphous blob. She kind of like tries to seep through you. Do you try to stop you? Do you try to stop her?
Yes.
Okay. Opposed. Exert.
What kind of exert? Strength?
Strength.
Strength. Ah! Why do I always roll like shit?
It's as if you were just hit by a tidal wave. You were pushed back to the wall. Harley then makes it past you, makes a dead stop, and then approaches you. She hangs there for a moment.
Hey, I thought you wanted a ride.
I do.
This is also unnecessary.
I do.
Okay.
The thing makes purposeful steps towards the door. Kind of like shoves the door open on its own, just like taking the door off of its hinges with a light shove. Rose, you hear this from the other side, and you see the door go flying into the room.
Very glad I'm not there anymore.
He steps inside, and your eyes lock.
Nope, we don't.
All right, Rose, make your move.
I can move 8 feet, right?
Yep.
Okay, bye. Thompson's coming with me.
All right.
Thompson.
Please take Thompson with me. He's still on my back.
Tony. Back to you.
Okay.
She's approaching slowly. You can sort of make out her face in the amorphous mass. She's looking at you with sick intent.
You want to take a moment to solidify so that you don't get your all over the car. You know, redoing the upholstery and is pretty expensive.
I'd be more worried about you.
Oh. Okay, in that case. Let's see, what have I got? I have an inactive stun baton, or a probably inactive stun baton. Can I still whack someone with that?
Yeah, it's treated as a small primitive weapon. So 1d4 damage. I think you have a baton in your inventory, do you?
Stun baton, yes.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and add a small primitive weapon to your inventory, and that's basically what the stun baton is without power.
Okay, let's see. Small advanced or small primitive? Small primitive,
Small
right?
primitive, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what do you do?
Oof. To bonk or not to bonk? I mean, is there any penalty for me using my pistol in close combat?
There would be a penalty in the fact that you're out of ammo. You have to reload.
Well, gunslinger, baby.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Yeah, if you don't move, yeah.
Once per round, you can load a ranged weapon as an on-turn action if it takes no more than 1 round to reload.
Yeah, okay. There is... I remember there being a close quarters penalty. I believe it's -2. I believe.
Is that with pistols or is it just rifles?
I think it's all ranged weapons. I think.
Understandable.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so that's a -2. Yeah, that would suck. I'm gonna use the bat. It's like, I'm gonna raise the bat and say, hey, Carl's personal space. And if she does not stop moving, I will whack her.
She does not stop moving.
Whack.
Right. Shock damage against AC 15. Alright. There's a splat. You hear a splatter on the ground, as well as like a half scream. She didn't like that at all.
These are so unnecessary. Stop it. Stop this. Stop.
Conrad.
Alright, Conrad is debating whether he should go for the big guns or hurry back to his team.
There is a suspicious looking locker over here.
I will go to the suspicious looking locker. Let me measure that out before I yeet myself at Alright, yeah, that works.
Let's just make that like that. Okay, there we go. All right. True enough, inside there are the long weapons.
Alright, I'll grab the rifle, I'll grab the shotgun. In fact, I might use the rifle for a bit.
All right. You begin making your moves. Here, Conrad. And then it's at this point that something walks around the corner here.
Oh, what the fuck? Well, let me see, that was 7 meters, so I have 3 more meters I can move.
Make them count.
As far as I can get.
It's the thing. It's got its axe.
Marvelous.
That tears off a bit of your clothing. You feel the rush of blood on your back.
Okay. Fun times.
Rosé.
Oh.
Booking
What's
it,
that?
booking it, I'm running.
Oh, wait. Doesn't knock me down that low. Does take a solid chunk of health, though.
Alright, Morgan, sweetie, if I were you, I would follow. She starts sprinting it basically as fast as her legs can carry.
I said, yep, that's the plan.
Okay. She can move. Can she still move 20 meters with Thompson on her back?
Yes.
20 meters. Right.
Morgan.
Oh boy.
Look at sweetie.
I will go 10 meters. Wait, no, hang on. Can I control Z my move? I can't. I'll go back here. Did I see Tony go into this room earlier before I went down here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna check for Tony then.
You currently hear the sounds of
I'll leave one
combat on the inside.
Okay. I will make it here and go, oh, okay. And then I might as well.
Morgan is getting
Yeah.
weird in here.
I might as well use the rest of my use an action to go a little bit further to make it up next to Harley. Okay, that'll be my turn.
No, get away! I'm fucking armed, bitch!
She pulls out a pistol and aims it towards you, Morgan.
Whoa.
Bang.
Oh well, it's worth a shot. She then begins to envelop Tony. Oh, whoops, that's a GM roll. No shock damage. Harley and Tony are now sharing the same space. Tony, from this position, you see the source of the glowing. It's a glowing orange heart inside of her form. You weren't able to see it from the outside, but you can now.
Huh.
And it's the
Oh, is
thing's
it my
turn
turn?
again.
Oh, no, it's its turn. Good. My favorite.
Conrad, make an opposed exert check. Strength.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Strength, I'm great at this.
All right. It grabs at your neck, kind of like lifts you up for a moment, but you're able to kick it into its chest, and you fall to the ground. You're able to scramble to here as it stumbles backward. When you look up, it's gone.
What the fuck?
Tony.
Okay. Tony's getting a little bit enveloped right now. Probably want to reach out for that heart and squish it
Okay.
just with both hands.
Opposed exert check.
Okay. Strength, excite.
You have to beat
What's the
9.
die?
Ooh. Okay.
Well, if
You're
if that was the target,
You're at an impasse right now. However, you haven't failed, but you haven't succeeded. It looks like Harley's putting up some resistance here, trying to stop whatever you're doing. She'll fail with some extra help. Conrad.
Alright,
The shattered door awaits.
yeah. Fucking... Yeet. Self-yeet. I'll move here and say... Yeah, I suppose this door has been shoved open.
Not quite yet. It's
Bye.
still closed.
Huh. How the fuck did Robot well, he probably came through that door. But I'll get my stun baton at the ready and, like, keep my head on a swivel.
Okay. You do so. Rose, you hear some very heavy footsteps behind you. What do you do?
Van Helsing running.
Okay.
Continue booking it. Bye, Conrad. Bye, Conrad.
Hold on.
As you step out of this zone and into the light, Lieutenant Thompson springs back to life. Oh, what the hell was that?
Android or pacemaker? Answer quick. Thompson.
He begins to spit like this blue fluid out of his mouth.
Android.
Ugh. What happened? The lights flickered and I... My augs, they stopped.
Are believe you flickered with the lights, but we are outside of the radius. Take calm.
Let me down. Let me down.
I let him down. And quickly hurry over to Conrad to accept my weapons.
I give her the katana, I give her the rifle.
Excellent. She sheathes it with a little bit of remarkable depth. She has been practicing. My compad, is it back active?
Your compad is entering its boot up sequence right now.
Alright.
You hear the little jingle. Din, 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 din.
I take it I'll only be able to make use of it in the next turn.
You can make a phone call now, if you'd like.
Not a phone call, just sending out a Hail Mary to any henchmen under my command. How many would I have? 3, perhaps?
Yeah, you still have that troop of 3.
Alright. I have assigned them all code names, and I forgot what they were. And those 3. Eris, Shrimpy, and Avarice. I signaled them all to come over here immediately.
Alrighty. You send the call out. Eris and Shrimpy have seen your text. Avarice is on red.
Oh, bitch is gonna get fucking demotion immediately.
Or unread, I should say.
Mm.
Do. Morgan.
Let's try and help Tony out. I'll try and get Harley off of him.
All right. Go for it.
Is that strength exert, right?
Strength exert, yeah. However, she will have she will have a bit of a penalty, seeing as she tied last time. Yes, modifier -2.
Yeah, okay.
As you reach into this amorphous mass, a tendril pops out and whacks you on the side of the head, sending you reeling for a bit.
Rip.
It's at this point that Harley gets cold feet. She begins removing herself from Tony's space, the amorphous mass freeing up Tony and his lungs. And then she attempts to make a break for it. She does not take a action to remove herself from combat, or a fighting retreat, rather.
So that means attacks of opportunity?
Mm-hmm. If you'd like to.
Bonk. Dang
Shit
it,
out of the
time.
cloud.
Alright.
So 4 shock damage and 2 shock damage.
Plus 2 more.
Ooh, so what? So -4. Right. The lights flicker, but for a moment.
I imagine Lieutenant Thompson goes back down, considering he's back in the aura.
Indeed, he does. Well, yeah, he does. He's conked out.
Fuck.
Falls down.
Yeah.
Oh, good, it's you. The thing walks up to the blob. The two of them appear to merge. And then it goes out this fire exit. We're out of combat time for now.
I make sure to try and catch Lieutenant Thompson before he hits the floor. Though he's probably coming back up now that the EMP seems to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Weird how this EMP seems to be affecting the augmented and not our resident android.
Yeah, you're telling me. I need to catch my breath. Come meet me in my office. Send me down. Send me down to my office.
Oh, all right. I will give me a supportive shoulder.
All right.
Or should I put Rose to that job?
I'll be an escort. I know how to do that.
All right. I'll swing by. I'll head down to check on the rest of the crew. Guys,
I'll ask Tony, you doing all right?
I've got clown goop all over me.
Ugh.
I hear the voice. I was like, "All right, injuries check. You too."
I got nothing. Or I'm
Turn
good.
to
I should
Tony.
say.
Tony looks like he has a bruise on his face.
I will reach out with the good sock.
No. It's not worth it. Just slap the hand.
I can do this for free.
Doesn't it take a toll on the body of the patient?
Indeed it does. And also there's something I forgot to mention. Let's just treat this right. So, I forgot to deduct a lot of stress here. We'll just simplify this and go with 1d4 for everyone.
All right.
Deducted or added?
Add stress.
Okay. Oh God.
I will BRB real quick.
Tony's feeling a little stressed.
Perhaps I shouldn't. You already look like you're on the verge of a heart attack, and psionics and the sensation of biopsionics can intensify the feeling.
Tony, you wave off Conrad's want to help, and you stand up. Your breathing reaches a height. You feel your heart pounding in your chest. Give me a luck save.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay. Describe the stress that you're going through right now.
I'm so fucking done with clowns. And fucking over the fucking Terminator out there. And now they're the same. Oh God, they fucking merged.
All right.
And worst of all, they're gonna blame me for this shit.
So you're paranoid, is what you're saying.
Maybe.
Bang.
Question: are we rounding up or rounding down for the half stress?
We'll round up.
All right. Not quite there yet, then.
Mm-hmm.
Getting very close, though. All right, it's taking a few deep breaths.
You collect yourselves for a moment.
Come on. Rose's attending to the chief or lieutenant.
She can probably like do like a checkup or two, just make sure that he is of good health.
He appears to be doing fine, but it's clear that under the hood, he's more machine than man.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way all the way down here. And then... here.
Are we all going down there?
He sets himself on a sofa.
Rose will kind of, for a moment, almost take over like guard duty. Like she has her one hand on the katana, like ready for anything.
The
But
hell's
at the
the...
same time, also just, I guess, providing a pleasant atmosphere, just making sure he's okay.
I'm fine, Rose. Thank you.
Alright.
I'm just shaken up.
As are we all.
God, whatever that was, it got into the Max Tech Ogs.
I'm surprised it yielded no effect on myself. Why could that be?
Well, don't take this the wrong way, but you androids have always been weird. It's like it's not like you're conscious, you are conscious. That's why psychics can't do that much to you.
I see.
And also, that's why you can still be healed through the biopsionics.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps that has something to do with that. Oh, my head.
Fucking clowns.
You and me both, Mr. O'Donovan.
I was this close.
Also, I put my summit on its holster. Then
I'm back.
Welcome
Sorry
back.
about
we're convening in. It's like, all right, sorry, Lieutenant, but I do want to check if you're okay.
Do what you must.
All right. Would it be able? Am I trained enough in bioscience to like be able to sort of detect if someone's like got injuries that?
That would be less of a biopsionic thing and more of a medical thing, but you are a hospital worker.
Yes.
You look for this kind of thing, and you note that because he's likely got a lot of critical augmentations in his brain, that might have done some damage underneath.
All right.
He needs to be taken to a hospital to check out what the effects of that were.
Yes. Would my psionic sucker be able to at least partially fix the issue, or?
That's a little beyond your scope.
Right. We need to take you to some proper medical facilities because of where the bulk of your cyberware is located.
But I have so much other work to be done. Need to get that fucking retirement party all done.
Well, you wouldn't be the first person to work on from a hospital bed. Trust me, I get a lot. Trust me, I see lots of them.
He begins to lay down on the sofa and says, "So, from what I understand, there was this thing roamed the halls, right?
A big fucking robo-skeleton with a fire axe.
Robo-skeleton with a
that was
fire axe.
Very disconcerting. Plus Harley escaped.
She turned into goop. She was gonna flush herself.
Dear
I
God, no
think one
wonder.
of our informants. I think one of our informants actually, like, mentioned a amorphous entity spotted under cloaking, and that was escaping from Lizzie's bar. I think we may have just found her.
So this is good, but ultimately it doesn't get us anywhere.
We need to get to the hospital as fast as possible. If you're right that they're trying to silence this girl, we gotta get to her first.
He blinks for a couple of seconds, blood pooling from his nose. I agree.
Conrad blinks a few times there. He says, "I heard rattling noises when I woke up earlier. I had a nightmare. Went up to did some pacing to clear my head, and I heard rattling noises." If it wasn't, assuming it wasn't our AC going down, I think we may have figured out what tampered with our computer.
You think it was the clown?
Or something like her.
Tony,
Wow.
That's
How did she get access?
very
Tony.
concerning.
a memory pops up from yesterday. When you struck the clown, a bit of it came off. Like, at least that's what it looked like at the time. But now that you've confirmed that she can turn to this amorphous mass, perhaps that thing followed you.
We gotta degoopify the house. That's a deep clean.
Then, Conrad, you blink again. For a moment, you see the red grid that you saw in your dream again.
The Eye of Providence, if I recall.
Correct. As you think it in your mind, and think up the words Eye of Providence, the same checkmark and X appear. They seem to appear in your vision just ahead of you, in front of Tony.
I will... Once I think about it, well, this went so well last... Well, can't think, well, this went so well last time, I sort of... Because I'll shift my gaze to the check mark and blink.
You blink.
See if that...
It's still there.
I'll sort of walk over and sort of surreptitiously hit the check mark as I sort of move my way to lean against the pillar.
Tony, Rose, you watch as Conrad is just putting up his hand in the middle, just like he looks like he's zoned out and just like trying to touch something in the air.
You doing all right there, buddy?
Kind of like hold up my hand to like Tony. Just like, hold on. Let's see what he does.
You press the question mark. I mean, the check mark.
Yes.
Okay. There's a moment of stillness, and then you hear a voice in your head, Conrad.
Denote a target.
The note to target.
Hmm. Target for what? I'll say that out loud.
Do not waste my time flagging this. Denote a target, and I will begin the search.
Can target be drawn from memory?
What kind of target are you thinking of?
I'm thinking very heavily of the robot with the fire axe.
Right. The mental image becomes a physical one in your space, and a check mark appears. Check mark and X.
I'll hit the check mark.
Okay. With that, a timer appears in your field of vision. 15 minutes. It begins counting down, second by second.
Will this inform me of target's whereabouts?
You get no response.
Target. Kind of like Rose. His vision might come back to Rose, just looking at him quizzically.
Rose, Tony, Morgan. Conrad's kind of losing it. Take one stress.
Yeah, this is weird even by his standards.
Just one?
Just one.
Understood. Awaiting response. I may have also gotten a little something yesterday, or while we slept.
Like what?
Does the Eye of Providence ring any bells?
Nope.
Lieutenant Thompson kind of looks at you, squints. Says, "Don't tell me you believe in that."
Sort of run my chin under my mask.
I thought those superstitions died off with at the end of the 2040s.
I mean, I've only very recently come to awareness of it.
Don't believe everything you read on the extranet.
I'll nod. Well, whenever it is, I have 15 minutes and we might have an idea about our friend. The creepy one. That isn't made of goo.
Fluorescent bulbs inside the fluorescent bulbs inside the office begin to flicker.
Oh, not again.
No. Thompson then raises his hand towards you, Conrad, and says, "Don't worry, it's the office."
Understood. Shall we get in contact with Stryker?
Yeah. He's got a perimeter around the hospital. If anyone would see anything, it'd be him. I can give you his details, Mr. O'Donovan.
Yeah, sure.
You give him a call. Show some initiative. And then he tosses you his number.
Okay. Alright. Where do I even begin with this shit? Jesus. Okay. was his name again? Captain what?
Captain Stryker.
Stryker. Ugh. And what do we need him here for? Other than to
All we need is some eyes on the outside. He's got a perimeter up on the hospital right now.
yeah, we'll make sure that no liquid clowns or robot skeletons are getting through.
He nods.
At that, Rose kind of pulls up her pad and shouts out, Shrimpy and was it Eris? Make your way to the hospital and say, I need eyes. And I give them a description of what we're looking for.
All right.
All right.
The two of them respond with, "Okay, boss."
It's my line, you motherfuckers. Anyway, I call Captain Stryker.
Okay. Hello, Captain Stryker here. Who is
Hey,
this?
Captain, this is Officer Tony O'Donovan. We spoke earlier.
Yeah, that we did. You're calling me back pretty quick. What's going on?
Yeah, shit moves pretty fast over in 3rd Precinct, let me tell you. But what's important is about that perimeter around the hospital. We're expecting that you might have a visitor.
Oh, you mean another one?
And in addition, you had one already
Yeah, you.
that we don't know about.
Yeah,
Oh
you.
yeah, me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, much less attractive and charismatic. So you might want to make sure that there are no that place is watertight. And when I say watertight, I'm being very literal because we've got a pipe here who can turn into goop. You think they like to use bathrooms to get around?
You hear him cover his phone and kind of like mumble something to like another officer. Then he says, "Okay, just to verify, where are you right now?"
We're back at 3rd.
Really?
Yep, on our way to you just as soon as I put this fucking phone down. Wait a minute.
Send a team in. You two, send a team in. Hospital now. Then he closes the phone.
No, wait. I call him back.
You better not be playing a joke.
These motherfuckers have stolen my fucking identity, haven't they? Alright, okay, so the code words here, know that it's me and not a fucking shapeshifter, is swordfish.
The fuck are you talking
Okay.
about? Swordfish. Okay, so now that I know that if you say swordfish, you're the one that called me about this.
Yes, and I'm also gonna confirm my identity by passing the phone to Lieutenant Thompson right now. Is that cool with you? Would that do the job?
It's me, Thompson. He's telling the truth. Just go with it. He's the real deal. I don't know what happened over there, but... And then Stryker says, "Yeah, well, I do know what happened over here. It's you, on your own, came up with squad car, saying you wanted to go into the hospital to check up on something or other. And because now that I knew that you were an officer, I let you inside my perimeter."
You need to get to the room of, what the fuck is the name of this dancer?
Lilith.
Yeah, Lilith,
Some pants in
apparently.
there.
Yeah, we think they're going for her.
You kind of hear him say, "Oh, so now I'm Now I'm a fucking phone book now. Right, so this Lilith. You know anything specific about her? Like, is she a patient or what?
She's a patient. No, she works there, doesn't she? Shit. Conrad, you know this one.
We'll figure this.
Yes.
Description?
Of
Occupation?
what?
The Lilith.
She's a dancer that used to work at Lizzie's.
And now she does hospital work.
The hospital will hire anyone nowadays. Okay. All right.
I
Physical
don't think
description.
I don't recall her. I don't recall the mention of.
Okay, can Conrad get a physical description?
Yes. Conrad, you know that she has black hair. Black hair. Yeah. That's it. She's a
obviously
dancer.
died.
Black hair, rockin' bod, got it.
Yeah. Black hair, rockin'
Has it
bod.
died?
Perfect.
Can I tell if it's like been dyed, or would I be able to tell if it's been dyed or anything? Or
It'd be hard to tell.
Alright.
Very descriptive. All right. We'll take a look on the inside, see if anyone matches that description. We'll go door knocking.
I'll look over at the Eye of Providence, like this thing on the robot, on the like image of the robot. Is it still there?
It's still there. Currently the timer is now at 6 minutes.
Understood. Weird how... And don't mind me with my weird superstitions, it just seems that they seem to be something that, a tulpa for my, precog abilities. They work better when I focus on them. Don't ask me why. Brain might be the torching.
We'll have to keep an eye on that, but overall I see no cause for concern.
Yeah, that is Conrad's explanation. He torched, and so his powers just act weird.
Right. Thompson then stands up from the sofa, kind of goes up to you, Tony, and says, right, you know where the archives are, right?
Yes.
Very, very hesitant to...
Do I?
Yes, you know in character. You know in character it's within this building.
Not a big reader, but I know where they are.
Right, so... Seeing as now we got a good lead and first-hand witnesses to this, why don't you go into the archives and see if you can dig anything up about a Dr. God, my head.
The quack doctor.
Yes.
Trying to remember who.
As am I. Fucking... Dr. Rayford. Rayford Renfield.
Okay. Are you sure we could to leave it to the precinct 1 boys? The situation at the hospital is probably about to turn deadly.
Well, they're gonna do what they do best. You do what you do best. That's all you can do. If they find that clown, good. If not, well, it's gonna be up to you. That clown said something about not entering the hospital right, but if you have any ideas on that, He then
Comrade, that's
stumbles
you.
over. He then stumbles over and falls onto the sofa again. It's clear he needs medical help.
Yes, we need to get him to the hospital. I'll see if I can just do a psionic sucker, just to at least make it less awful.
All right, you
Like,
go
maybe
ahead and
it's
do
a
so.
bit beyond me, but
It's a bit beyond you, but you're able to heal the symptoms, at least for now.
just take it slowly. We still need to get you to the hospital.
After you perform the psychic suck, he's not bleeding from his nose anymore. So, do you set out from here?
I think we should.
Should we
Well,
split up? Is this a thing that's happening? Because, I mean, no, researching this doctor will take time. Running the boss to the hospital, probably more important right now. The books ain't going nowhere.
am I able to like grab the search window from the Eye of Providence?
Yeah, you just kind of grab the window midair and just kind of carry it with you.
Can I shrink it and like put it in my pocket? Does that work?
Yeah. Yeah, you minimize the window by hitting a little dash on the top, and then you can kind of see it on your person.
Oh, the torching. I think the torching gave me the after effects of a visual hallucinations. No, audio visual hallucinations. Great.
That's incredibly unsettling. Anyway,
You step outside into the parking lot. Esmeralda awaits.
thank God they took a squad car and not Esmeralda.
So, to the hospital, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Look like it.
You go through the security checkpoint. They understandably go through a big process to verify that you are the Tony O'Donovan.
Swordfish.
The cop scratches his head, kind of radios in. Then he nods and then lets you through.
Eh.
You make it to the entrance of the hospital. It's slow at this hour. Conrad, you're able to chip in your key card and go in. You note that the various doctors and nurses here are kind of on edge.
Understandably so.
In the distant hallways, you can kind of hear various police officers counting to one another, followed by the kicking of doors.
Oh, so that's going door to door. They're gonna be here all day.
Oh, the grace and tact of a sledgehammer.
Indeed.
Okay. So Conrad, I don't suppose you know what Lilith's actual name is. I presume.
All we had was
No.
Lilith.
Let me see. Worked at. Yeah. I don't suppose she would use her real name, or she continue using her pseudonym at the hospital.
Yeah, most likely.
Morgan.
Okay, so we talked to front desk.
Morgan. One thing that you would know working at the Lizzie's bar is that she worked there. They would most likely have her real name there. The boss, when you first talked to her, she kind of brushed off and said that, yeah, that's her stage name. But if anyone would have further information, it would be your boss, and she's at Lizzie's bar right now.
So like we need to pay a visit to the Lizzie's bar.
Only thing
Oh,
is
you do.
actually getting that information.
Yeah.
It's the one scenario which being a cop would not be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
They are not gonna want to talk to me at all. Yeah, you try that angle maybe, and we try the hospital angle. We talk to Conrad's boss.
All right, I can give it a go.
I suppose I'd be like, if I asked politely to ask my boss politely, I'd probably be able to get a vague idea. Like, hey,
I mean, you got the description. I got the authority.
I mean, I also, they may be less willing to divulge all the information if they see a comp there.
I don't know. They've seen a lot of cops around here today. And additionally, I'm the only one who's going to be able to stop them from having to knock down every fucking door in this place.
Understood. I suppose of course, I work the night shift. These guys are working the sweat shift. It's probably like they may recognize that I work at the hospital, but that's about it.
I'll tell you what
And
we
in fact,
can get.
since I saw her, she probably also works the night shift.
Okay, but you got HR records. You got her on file.
True. I'll take you to. I turned to one of the other like hospital staff. I'm like, hey, do you mind telling me who the day shift boss is?
Day shift? Well, normally that's she lists off a random name, but then she says, "But today's off. It's Rayford Renfield."
Rayford Renfield. That's the quack doctor, right?
Right.
Yeah, that one.
The one leading the research on Crimson. Yes.
Yeah. Unsettling that he's our best bet for.
She like
Anyways,
squints. She kind of squints and says, "I disagree. He's a very good practitioner. You should work with him someday. See what he does. He's very intelligent."
True. The unfortunate of only hearing rumors when I work the night shift. But you'll have to talk to him or talk to. I'll take him to HR. Because I know where HR is.
I could always just make a page here, get him to call you up to wherever he is. Like me to make the page? I can do that right now.
So since we are concerned about the safety of one of our workers, so I think it might be best to involve one of the bosses. I'll kind of turn to look at Tony.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Right. She reaches for the phone and begins to dial in some numbers. Dr. Renfield, you have a visitor at the front. Dr. Renfield, visitor at the front. Within the next few minutes, Conrad, you check the timer. It's counting down 1 minute.
I'll just sort of...
Rosé, Morgan, do you take this time to go over to the Lizzie's bar, or do you stick here for now?
I'm gonna stick here, if that's fine. I'd like to keep an eye.
Okay.
Alright, I'll wait with Rosé.
Okay. You wait in the opening area, in the waiting room, for the full minute. And then, Conrad, the timer comes up. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone sees a
Alright.
red grid appear in the air. Very similar to what happened a year ago. Then,
Oh god.
Morgan, you are closest to the outside. There's this red light that's peering through the sky right now that isn't the sun. Then, it's as if something breaks the sound barrier above you. And the hospital rattles. What you don't see is a laser peering into the very center of the hospital, creating a hole in the ceiling and digging down.
What the fuck?
Alarms blare. Panic fills the hospital, from worker and cop alike. And then, as soon as it's over, Conrad, you get the location of your friend. Your friend is currently 500 meters below the hospital.
Unsettling.
Oh.
So is this okay? Are we talking friend as in Bryce Stone, or are we talking friend as in
Nope.
the freaky robot?
The freaky robot. The target of your search. An evacuation order is sent.
Yeah, reasonable.
Everyone leaves the hospital and collects themselves in the parking lot. During the head count, there's one person unaccounted for. Dr. Rayford Renfield.
What is it with this guy?
I think I kind of okay, I realize what just happened. Would Conrad be able to realize what just happened?
I think you can put 2 and 2 together.
Normally I wouldn't suggest this, but I feel like Conrad putting 2 and 2 together would be stressful.
What's Conrad thinking?
Oh shit! I think I just like silently. He doesn't say as he thinks it, but he's saying, "Oh shit! I just ordered a fucking airstrike on the hospital."
But does anyone know? I mean, obviously they know it was struck, but
Yeah,
do they
but now
know
I
it was
gotta
you?
live with that.
Indeed. Conrad, take 1d4 stress.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty effective. And 1, 2,
Luck
3,
save.
4.
Would you say you're pretty guilty right now?
100% yes.
All right. Boop-a-doo. Mm-hmm. Take this. You're going under a moral crisis right now.
Oh no.
Yeah. Reasonable.
an hour passes where everyone is accounted for, everyone evacuates the hospital, and the cops eventually get to you along with Captain Stryker and they say, "Okay, well, you've done enough for today. Just go home. We'll keep the perimeter secure." When you wake up in the morning,
What the fuck just happened?
when you wake up in the morning, just stop asking questions around the fine people here, okay? When you get some rest this morning, just fuck. Keep your phones open. We're going to be making moves. It's the exact same thing that happened 1 year ago. I want to put a stop to this.
I hear that.
Go on. Your car's there. Get out.
Running away.
Where's your next stop? The apartment? Lizzie's.
Yeah.
Oof.
It is currently 4 p.m.
Do we think we can get anything out of Lizzie's? Really? I mean, I definitely can't.
I am likewise convinced.
Okay. Homeward bound it is. Now, do you do anything before you fall asleep for the night?
Same as last night, I guess. Just try and keep that routine up and going. Hot shower.
I'm just gonna fall straight into bed. Like you just see Connor just relentlessly moves into his room, closes the door, takes his mask off, puts his weapons down, and face plants basically.
Morgan?
Just bedtime.
Okay. And Tony?
God. Tony's brain is fried from all the investigating and that. Oh, I need to poke around for some fucking clown goop. Is that clown goop around here? Is it hiding inside the PC?
You pry open the side of the PC. There is no clown goop.
No clown goop. Okay. All right. I check the fridge and I check the kitchen and the bathroom.
You check the laundry machine. You check the laundry machine, the dryer, the fridge. Hey, is that a clown goop? No, that's just the frozen ice cream bar you forgot to eat.
Oh, damn.
It ain't frozen no more.
You take a look in the bathroom. Nothing.
Rose,
Clown goop.
kind of like throws a hairbrush at him.
Okay, no clown goop here.
From your search, nothing.
Very well. I shall collapse.
All right. And with that, you enter a long, much-needed sleep. Recover 1 stress each.
Why is Rose not broken stress yet? I do not understand. Also, recover hit points?
No. We recovered hit points once at the very start of the night, but you were interrupted.
Goggle, goggle.
You wake up at about 10 p.m. 6 hours isn't ideal, but it's enough. You wake to a breaking news report on the TV. It interrupts your ad channel. The volume is currently off.
Okay, let's turn this on.
All right. You turn on the TV, and it appears to be a live broadcast of a speech being held by Dr. Renfield. He's in some sort of press station inside the central hospital, and he's got some burn marks around his face. He's detailing the surge in progress that has been made with Crimson Research. Beside him is a 5th Corporate War veteran, wheelchair bound, hands and eyes, face twitching. He then takes a syringe, takes the crimson fluid, injects him with it. Then, after a long pause, the twitches stop. He sits upright instead of hunched how he was. Kind of like looks at his hands for a moment, and then casually stands up from the wheelchair. He then addresses the camera and says, "The past is back. Welcome back to the glory days. This treatment will be available as of today. We plan on expanding this. We plan on expanding on this research to see if we can get further results and return Crimson to what it was. VidaAmp to what it was. No longer will it be the street drug of the past, but rather a bold leap into the future of biotechnology." That's the gist you get anyway. After the announcement, a couple of political pundits start arguing over the television, and you elect to turn down the volume. Two important things of note there. Renfield didn't have those burns before. And Crimson's finished. It looks like their goal has been completed. Now what?
That's concerning.
I think you're muted there, Viral. Are you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I just won't say anything, but well, I guess I'll She's gonna file away that bit of knowledge for later. And now I've got some of my own research to do. Go look at some conspiracy theory boards about what the fuck the Eye of Providence is.
Right. You take a quick look into the extranet. The Eye of Providence is an old symbol of when the continent that you were on was called the United States of America. It was on the dollar. It was a symbol of power on the dollar bill, and you load up an image of it. It's an eye on a pyramid.
So nothing really major.
Nothing major. You do come across a couple of conspiracy pages detailing conspiracies about the feds wanting to come back and this and that and the other. But other than that, nothing.
Look, I can't remember the exact Bible quote that you threw at me earlier, but I'll look that up.
Bible quote.
When I got, or I'm assuming it was a Bible quote, when I got, I guess,
Ah.
access to Eye of Providence.
You remember the gist of it. It was something about, I contemplate the face of God reflecting my own soul. You make a search on that, and you don't find any results. The extranet here is contained to this building and whatever information it can get. You're on a pretty good plan, but clearly it's not good enough to get something like this. You may have to do your searching at a library.
Yeah. I may also need to pay a visit to the church and ask brother, I can't remember his name, or father, what's his face?
The father.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's the dead of night now. The emergency shutters are off.
I assume I have work this morning or this night.
There's been a change of plans, Conrad.
Yeah, surprisingly.
It seems your wing is being shut down for now for repairs.
I guess that leaves me open for now.
God damn it. I was drifting off back to sleep. Okay. Boop.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, this is Tony.
Look, have you been contacted by Striker yet?
Not yet. Not since we set him off looking for a clone of me, apparently. This clown has got some shapeshifting bullshit going on.
Yeah. Well, figured I'd pass the message along from the hospital bed. They found nothing. They're starting to call into question our judgment.
They probably just switched identities when they got past the perimeter. Could be wearing anybody's face now.
Yeah. Perimeter's still going strong, though. I haven't had a brick go through my window, so that tells you how they're doing.
All right. You got anything else for me, boss? You holding up okay?
Yeah, I'll be all right. They said they have to recalibrate. They have to recalibrate a few of the old Max Tech augs that they couldn't gut. For my safety, of course. But I've been hearing whispers. I've been hearing whispers from the nurses. Thought you'd like to know this. We've had a couple of patients go missing.
How recently?
Today. Apparently, whenever someone... The hospital employs a lot of psychics. Whenever those psychics performed their duties on the patients in question, they vanished. And it got me thinking. Maybe that's what that clown meant by entering the hospital the right way. Perhaps the key is psionics.
I'll pass that along to my psychically inclined associate.
Well,
these psychics, they weren't teleporters, though. Right? They can't all have been. They must have been biopsy.
I don't know the
So
details.
treating...
Don't know the details, but if you can take advantage of that, be my guest.
See what we can do.
Boop.
All right. You can probably tell that my energy levels have dipped somewhat. It's been quite muggy here. I just...
So, we feel like we want to call it a night then?
I think so.
Fair enough.
Does seem like a very good stopping spot with a good hook into the next section, and also much mystery having been acquired. That does make sense. Mystery being mysteries uncovering and or discovering.
Wow.
What's the name of the doctor again? Dr.
Rayford Renfield.
Rayford Renfield.
Here, I'll type it out. It's in voice chat context.
Okay. Nice.
So,
Switch
we'll leave it
placing
up.
with Raymond.
We'll leave it there for the night. But let's transition into Roses and Thorns. So, if you remember what this is, basically roses are things that you'd like to see more of, or things that you particularly liked, or if you'd like to call someone out for doing something really cool. Thorns for things you'd like to see less of, criticism, or things that you think that need improving. So, let's go down the list. Alistair, Roses and Thorns.
For me, personally, I don't know whether to call it a rose or a thorn, but one thing I would like to see more of, I guess, is Rose's interactions with her henchmen, or kind of the availability for that. I know it's like very tricky with kind of like add like NPC count and everything, but her kind of character is built around all of this stuff.
Right.
The main kind of like method of interaction.
Gotcha.
I want to see. And Thorns, one thing, at least on me, is I'm flat out useless. If I didn't have a weapon on me, I can't do shit. Don't have any like psychic abilities or anything like that. If I'm empty, I'm empty. I'm done. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's me.
Okay. Viral.
Things I like, things I don't like, things I want to see more of. Honestly, not much I really have to complain about. Especially since this feels like a bit of a Conrad focused arc, and so the spotlight is currently on him. Was kind of freaky that I did like well, I do agree, like, it would have been nice to have some more equipment during the scene with the Amorph and the Terminator. I like the vibe of that, but I do agree with what Alistair said, that us having at least some equipment would have been nice.
Okay. Tella.
Roses is I imagine we weren't intended to try and kill the Terminator, just from simply the visual descriptions, and I think you finally succeeded in creating a threat that you told that had enough spook around them. It was like, okay, we're actually supposed to try and kill this. So it was more of an objective survive, which I quite enjoyed, although it did feel entirely led on their actions. We had no idea what they were doing, and we didn't really know what the goal of that whole scenario was. So I'd probably put that as a thorn. So it was like a rose and a thorn at the same time. Was what that section felt like.
Gotcha.
Because we had no real idea what we were supposed to be doing, other than react to what the Terminator was doing. But the Terminator was executed pretty well, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Okie dokie.
Terrifying.
Right. I'll file that under my notes here.
Yeah.
Jad.
Trolls. Cop shenanigans. Got tacos. Gave one to Keegan. Power
That
move.
was amusing.
Thorns, yeah. I mean, the atmosphere is on point with that. The precinct invasion scene. It did feel a bit scripted though. Like I wasn't gonna. Like the outcome was somewhat predetermined, and shifting that would have been required exceptional effort and luck on our part.
All right. Anything else?
That's about it.
Okay.
So far, like it was kind of like tense. I really liked it though. Like it's challenging, right? Because in order to kind of get that tension, it required like getting the weapons out, making us feel that sense of helplessness. But there's, I think, kind of like a caveat with that. In feeling helpless, it also goes into kind of feeling possibly useless.
Correct.
There's a fine line, I think. Possibly a way to readdress that is kind of putting us against such an odd that even with our weapons, even as we are, we don't really stand a chance. Like our only option is evade and escape. But that comes down with its own combat, where if we're stubborn enough, TPKO.
It also didn't help that our luck seemed to be pretty on the bad side today.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think I saw a D20 roll above 14 from any of us.
Yeah, like if it's one thing that I did notice, it was that. It was just like, oh, okay. There's not really a whole lot there.
Thankfully, foci exists. It's like, hey, you missed, but you technically hit.
But I mean, that's the norm. That's the way the dice rolls. That's the way the dice rolls. I think I've come to expect that a lot more.
Yes.
But rest assured, there will be some tweaks. There will be some tweaks on that. I think this was very useful.
Okay.
So, it's a little bit of a thingo. Because there's been some pretty good constructive criticism here. Remove 1 stress.
Yay!
Let's keep
Speaking of which, what is the threshold for getting one of those debilitations? Guilty, paranoid, one of those? Half?
half
Okay.
rounded up. So, like, let's just say you have 19. You gotta have 10 in order to get an affliction.
Okay. Good to know. I'd forgotten. I wasn't sure.
So I've now gone just below my 50%. Does that mean I lose the affliction?
No.
Okay.
How do they go away then?
You'll have to find out.
I do know, like, if I was able to do the last episode, when I did the get a hold of yourself on Rose, right when she was getting it, I was able to snap it back up. I was able to, turn it off. But I don't think, once it's set in, I can't really do that.
I definitely don't remember if it came up with Rose, but we'll just say fuck it and say okay. So there is a way to remove these afflictions. To go to a quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's probably the way get a hold of yourself worked.
Yeah. So you don't have to go back to
Hold
0.
yourself together.
You don't have to go back to 0 like you do in like Darkest Dungeon, but you do have to reduce it quite a ways.
So she went over it at half. I knocked it down by half. So okay, that explains it.
I think you'd be interested in the pseudo sanity systems that are in World of Darkness. Changeling has a system called Clarity, which tracks how good at keeping track of what's real and not your character is.
Interesting. Are these in the PDFs that you linked?
Yeah, it's specifically the Changeling one. Although the core one has an equivalent system. I don't think it's quite the same thing, but basically you suffer breaking points when certain things occur that might fuck you up mentally, and then you roll some dice to see if you manage to push through it. And the difficulty of that depends on how serious of a breaking point it is. And if you fail, you lose some of your clarity if you're a changeling, and what is it if you're not? I don't remember. Integrity, that's what it's called.
I have to look into it then.
Yeah. If you guys want to talk about changeling, I have enough of that in my brain to do.
If it's alright with you,
Oh yeah, I know you, Alistair. You're tired of shit. No.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna head off. Y'all must enjoy.
Yay!
Lots of love.
Adios.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for
Yeah,
joining.
lots of
See
fun.
you. And we'll catch you next time.
See you.